One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
Be sure to lock the door when you go out, Mr. Baloo. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Mrs. Hopkins, I really don't think you have anything to worry about.
Yeah, well, that's because you don't know Luke Jackson. I mean, Luke has no way of knowing that Richard and Becky went to the mountains, and that means he's going to be out everywhere looking for them.
Unless he ran straight through the hills the minute he got out of jail. Anyway, if he has any sense, I'm sure he'll realize he's walking into a trap coming here or going to Richard's place.
Well, he's got sense, all right. I'm just not sure it's that kind. Don't you see, Brad? He's a killer. And a very seriously disturbed man, if I'm any judge.
From what I've heard, you're probably right. I hope these speakers won't be too loud for your other tenants.
Oh, don't worry about it. They are going to let you know. I am so glad that Luke doesn't know where Richard and Becky are, because if he knew... Oh, I hate to think what would happen.
Move into our own house. Ooh. Which I hope has a few more modern conveniences than this place.
Oh, I don't mind if it doesn't.
Yeah, well, I do. I want central heating, indoor plumbing, electricity. That's not too much to ask in this day and age.
Well, that's because you are spoiled.
Oh.
Hey, look at this. My mama has one of these back home.
Wow. You know how to work that thing?
Sure. You build a fire down here. When the fire gets hot enough, then whatever you want to cook, you put on the top.
Huh. You build a fire with what?
With wood. Boy, you really are a city boy, aren't you? With wood that some big, strong man chops for you.
Well, I don't know where you're going to find a big, strong man around here. Oh, I'm still convalescing from my injury. I can't do anything like that. Doctor's orders.
Well, there's a cord out back. That'll last us a little while. But it's still got to be split.
Hey, what do you want for dinner?
Oh, I don't know.
You're no help at all, you know.
Hey, Becky, look, leave all this stuff. Just leave it, okay? Leave it. You know what I want to do right now? I want to take a walk down beyond the cabin. The agent said there's a path down there that leads down through the woods, and it goes down to this brook that's spring fed. And you can sit and dangle your legs in the water and watch the little fishes swimming all around. Does that interest you?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Come on.
Richard?
Huh?
I'm glad we came up here alone. I'm glad everything's behind us.
Yeah, everything's behind us but one thing. Well, our whole future lives together, huh? Oh, we got so much fun. All right, thank you. Thanks very much. Find out anything? Yeah, I found out that Richard and Becky did leak out. You're sure? Yeah, I checked with Becky's landlady. She said that Richard came by around 10 o'clock in the morning to pick her up. Okay. Now, where are they headed? Well, she said that she heard Richard talking about renting a cabin in the mountains. Renting a cabin from, what, friend? Well, no. Mrs. Hopkins didn't know where, but she said that she heard Richard on the phone this morning with a real estate agent. So what I did was I got a list of all the agents in town, and I called them up. Yeah. But they said that they don't have anything like that. And what they said was, you have to call the agents in the area that you want to go. Okay, all right. So they're completely out of touch, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Now we can concentrate on finding Luke. Okay, but you tell me, how do we start? Start with a gun that was smuggled into him. Are you sure the guard said it was a real gun?
Yeah. He said he got a pretty good look at it. Besides that, you couldn't get pistol whipped like he was with a toy. All right, Vinny, you know the routine. We're going to check all the prison records, see who visited Luke in the last week or so. My hunch is that whoever smuggled that gun into him also staked a car out there on River Road where he had the guard taken. This whole getaway was planned.
Okay, I'll get right on it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure glad those kids got away when they did.
Yeah, looks like they had a little luck for a change, huh?
No, he's been ducking me all day. Do you have the money?
Yeah. It's not too late, is it?
No, but it's going to be close. I spoke. Dorian and Hank are meeting each other at 5 o'clock.
But that's only 2 hours away. You've got to get a hold of him. You've got to get him on the phone.
Look, Karen, take it easy. I left messages for him all over. His home, his answering service. We can't seem too eager. He's liable to raise the ante on us.
Marco, this is no time to play it cool. We've got to take our chances. If Rodgers connects me with Aldo Pearson, that means he knows everything about me, and I mean everything.
That agent said the water was cold, Becky. I didn't know it was that cold.
About places down home. The water's so cold. I mean, even in August, it's colder than the water you get in an icebox.
Yeah, I'll do it first, okay?
Rub hard.
You know what day this is?
August 14th.
No. I mean, do you know what's happening today, even while we speak?
Oh. Circulation's starting to come back in my legs.
Becky, Luke is on his way to North Carolina today.
Oh, yeah. I guess this is the day they're supposed to take him back down there. Hey, see, you make me forget about all the bad things and just remember the good stuff.
That's not bad stuff.
Yeah, but there's going to be a trial, and I got to testify. I hate to think about sitting across the room from Luke. I mean, even with all those policemen between us.
I'll be there with you.
You will?
Well, of course, you're kidding. You think I'd let you down there alone? So from now on, you and I, we face everything together. Everything we do to help one another. As a matter of fact, Becky, you can do something for me right now.
What?
Rub my feet. I'm numb from the knees down.
Hey, I said, I tickle.
Hate to bother you, boss, but the girls would like to know when they can go back to work.
Tell them to take the rest of the afternoon off.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. Mr. Rodgers is coming. I want the place to look nice for him.
You aren't involved with the law by any chance, are you, Marco?
No, not yet. No, why?
Because I forgot to mention this to you when you hired me, but they've got a make sheet on me downtown. And if I get picked up again, I'm in a lot of trouble.
That's wonderful, you know that? That's just stunning. Look, is that Rodgers? If that's Rodgers, you better go let him in. That's right.
Yes, they're expecting you. Won't you follow me? Mr. Dane, this is...
I know we've already met. How do you do, Mr. Rodgers? A little curious, to tell you the truth. Look, would you hold my calls for a few minutes, please? Close the door. Can I offer you some coffee, a drink, anything? No, thanks. Mr. Dane, I don't mean to hurry you, but I do have another appointment at 5. Yeah, I know. You're meeting Dorian at 5 o'clock, right? How'd you know? I was here when you called, remember? I'll get right to the point. You're doing a background check on a Mrs. Wolick. You don't have to confirm or deny that. I wouldn't want you to violate any confidences. I want to know how much Dorian's paying you.
You don't expect me to answer a question like that, do you?
Oh, yeah, I do. You see, I was once on Dorian's payroll myself. And I know that Dorian, like a lot of people who are wealthy, isn't exactly loose with a buck. The thing is, I don't want you to sell that information to her. As a matter of fact, I want it. So the question is, will you sell it to me? And if so, what is your asking price?